Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We have another husband and wife beer review number 2.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was fun, and I thought it went well. You actually liked the beer, so I figured I would surprise her with another one and see if she likes what we have today. And what we have today is the Naked Pig Pale Ale from Back 40 Brewing Company in Gadsden, Alabama. And for those that don't know, Gadsden is like 15, 20 minutes north of Birmingham. So it's a suburb of Birmingham. It's not one we're super familiar with, but I mean, it's local enough to brave the Publix baggers and Publix cashiers' talkativeness and buy. So
Yes, for sure.
that's what I went for. So it's an APA, an American Pale Ale, which is different from an IPA, which is, she hates IPAs.
I really do. I think they taste like pine salt.
She does, and she thinks they smell like pine salt.
They do.
So we're going to call this an Alabama Pale Ale. It's technically an American Pale Ale, but we're going to call it an Alabama Pale Ale. Roll Tide. It's 6%, so it's a little, obviously not quite as strong as an IPA. It'll have a little bit lighter flavor probably. I do really actually like the art. So there's a saying that Southern moms and Southern grandmas have that I don't know quite how to describe the saying, but it's essentially a confirmation. And the way the saying goes is, okay, here's how I'm going to describe it. Ask me if I would like to go to Pizza Hut and pick up a large pepperoni pizza.
Would you like to go to Pizza Hut to get a large pepperoni pizza?
Is it pig's butt pork? It means, of course I do, in simpler terms. So, anyway, are you ready?
One thing I wanted to mention first, speaking of pizza, so if you look, I really like this feature that tells you what it pairs well with. So we have beef, we have pizza, and we have ham, of course, since it's the naked pig.
Oh, well, of course it'll go well with pork. It's a naked pig, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
And by the way, before she takes a sip, don't take a sip yet.
Oh.
I mentioned in the last video, she's a very facially expressive person. If you want the most honest review you can possibly get, just look at her face as she drinks it. It's very funny. It makes me laugh every time I see her try something new. Okay. It's very much more bitter than I expected because, like, I understand, like, pale ales, especially IPAs, even though this isn't technically an IPA, are going to be more bitter, but they usually come with more flavor to, I guess, compensate for the amount of bitterness. But this is like a lot of bitter without a lot of flavor.
Yes, that's true. And like, I feel like the bitterness also kind of like sticks in your mouth.
It does. It's a lingering, and it's got that aftertaste too. It's like the front taste and the aftertaste are all bitter. And it's definitely malty, sweet, almost kind of citrusy. But those flavors are very much overwhelmed by just the bland bitterness that comes with it.
Right, it has a very weak flavor, other than bitter.
And if it's an IPA, APA needs to have a strong flavor to compensate for that bitterness. I mean, that's why it's bitter, is because it has a stronger flavor.
Yeah.
I actually looked at this on Beer Advocate before I bought it, just out of curiosity, and I noticed it actually had a pretty low rating. It was like a 3.4 stars, which is pretty low. 3.4 out of 5, which is pretty low. It's like the 28,000th ranked beer in the world or something. I don't know. Which is, I guess, is not very good. I mean, there's a lot of beers out there, sure, but that's not very good.
And I feel like Alabama has a good reputation for having good craft beers.
We do have a lot of really good craft beers in Alabama. That's the thing. So this isn't one. I mean, I'm going to drink it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to finish the 6-pack. I always think these videos are funny because we always do them at like I usually do them right when I'm done working and I have a few days off and I'm just kind of like tired and ready to chill. So it's always like you see the bags in our eyes and we're just tired.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still drink it. I'm gonna drink my 5 or 6.
There you go.
She always gets nervous when I say that. I haven't done anything too crazy on my 6-packs.
That's true.
But here, I poured some in a glass a little earlier just to kind of show what it looks like. She mentioned in the last video what she thought it looked like.
It was pee.
This one is a more dehydrated beer color.
Yeah, so it looks like if you haven't had water in about 3 days.
Yeah. Ooh, salty. All right.
That sounds gross.
Oh, God. So again, weak flavor, but strong amounts of bland bitterness, malty, citrusy, kind of meh. I mean, not every beer you drink is going to be a home run, right? It just is what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not so bad that I'm going to not drink it. I mean, it's just kind of there. I'm going to drink it, whatever. But I guess that about concludes the video, unless you had any final notes.
No.
No? Okay. You were thinking about it.
I was thinking if I were to drink this, I would probably make it into a redneck mimosa in order to force myself to drink it.
So that means you're not going to drink this like the last one.
No.
Okay. Well, redneck mimosa, by the way, is if you pour orange juice in beer, it actually is very good. Fun fact. So you can try that one day. But all right, I guess that concludes it.
Yes, it does.
I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did.
I always enjoy spending time with you.
Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.